Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. Alright, this is actually a shorter view of this protected one. This is one of the decks I tried out with a slight variation on how I'm going to use Teferi in the future. This one still has mutate and stuff in it. I tried to speed it up though, so I think there's 3 matches here in a row. I like to form things at best out of 3 usually, but sometimes I forget which match I'm on because some go so long. So sometimes it's only 2, but I think this is 3. So here we go. Looks like I'm placing against we got a red-green deck. You can see I've got my births in there because I want to get land, I want to get protection, I want to get life. And the Birth of Meltus, I've always told you guys, amazing card, great utility card. Sorry, my voice is going. Let me get a drink. Now you can see the Anarchist. Again, it's a card that's going to rotate out. But for now, it's there and it's a good card. So keep that one in mind. When you go ahead and see you Crinkle there, you're like, oh, I don't like my Crinkle. Crinkle got to go bye-bye because he may have things of pumping it up and give him lots of creatures on that turn 4. So, of course, I'm going to bring up my Teferi on summon that poor little guy and send him packing for the day. But it's also going to give some card draw, which is always nice.
Might be a bad idea.
Now, Archilapore, you see in there, good old Archie. Well, Archie is a very big turtle. I don't like getting him in the early draws of the game. I like getting him later on, but sometimes it can't be helped. You don't get to contain everything you draw and say, hey, that's what I want, but it's okay. It just will sit there for a very long time. Or get used as card rotation fodder.
I look forward to seeing you running away.
Oh, look, he looks forward to seeing me. How nice is that? And this is funny. I don't know why he thought I would let him get past the wall. Because he had no mana. Like, there's no way of going through, so... I was like, what were you thinking, buddy? Yeah, I get it. You're gonna kill my poor wall, but Teferi's still alive. How do you like it? Right, and don't be afraid to use your walls, guys. They help give you some stability early on, and they help give you life. And the lures can bring back the walls. So every couple of turns you gain 3 life. Stellar Beacon land. It's going to give you a turn of life as well. Always a good chance to get things going in case they got speed green decks or speed red. Or black sacrifice, which is ridiculous. Can't wait till that sucker rotates out. The funny thing is, most people right now are not playtesting beyond the sets they're currently using. Guys, you gotta be looking ahead all the time to know what is going to rotate out, what your current threats will be, what the possible ban cards will be. Come on, come on. I don't know why I hesitated on that Heron, but that's okay.
Let's try this.
So, he's got a very big praying mantis and a little tiny guy.
Wild beasts are bringing your
I don't know what happened there. It looks like he made some kind of mistake because his guy was a 4-2 and all of a sudden became we call it the 3-2 or whatever again, so it didn't quite kill my guy. But I'm not complaining. Yeah, hit Teferi. My guy lives.
As soon as I think of one.
So, you can see now, he's got Crinkle again, which is fine. I'm going to put a good old Archie atop a Hairboy. Archie's going to freeze up, said Crinkle. Crinkle won't be doing much for a while. Now, you also notice, we're both still laying land for land, but my card draw is starting to show.
Don't make another move.
Bring up good old Master of Time.
Let's make this quick.
He gave up very quickly when that stuff started coming out. I guess from... That was really weird, guys. We had a bit of a thing on my computer kind of shut down, but the good thing is the recording wasn't lost, so my voiceover is still going here. My apologies. Looks like we're still back in action, as it were, so thanks a lot for sticking with me here as I try to sort this out. That was a weird one, though. So here we're on to our second match, as I just said. Love that background art. I don't know when Ugin there started looking Egyptian to me. But at some point he started looking Egyptian with all the hieroglyphics on the sides. I'm going to stick with Sarah, put it that way. But even then, if you guys ever look back on the old things from Ice Age and stuff like that, during when Sarah was still around, she was like some humble, looked kind of like not ugly or anything, but she wasn't good looking. And it's just kind of funny they made her like a super hot blonde white chick with like angelic armor and type thing when they said she's a very homely woman. So, unless she's using some kind of conceal, you know, to make herself look a different way, she wouldn't normally look super hot from what we know from the histories. It's kind of funny. Come on, buddy. Start your game. Or is this the one where the guy gives up? There is a match here where some guy just, I don't know, drags at the time and gives up. Oh, there you go. Wasting my time. That's not a match. So we're going straight to our next match. Because that one doesn't count. It's funny though when players get in there, either he wasn't actually at the screen, or his hand was so bad he was just discarding. There we go. Facing off against the good woodland folk. So it looks like it's a White of Johnny deck. Now when you see the blue, I start thinking counterspell, but in this case, he lays out the one, gives him +1/+1, lets him draw a card. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. I'm not big on the creature enchantments that much, just because they get knocked out so easy. Luris has kind of switched my mind a bit, because he can bring stuff back for you, which is kind of nice. Perion Eagle isn't sticking around, so I don't know why that's still there, but okay, fair enough. Yeah, you wish, buddy. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. Bye-bye. Now, I chose that over the Aperion because then it gets rid of the card drawing form, and the enchantment goes to the graveyard. And that's important too, guys. Minimize potential spike damage from the card draw. That's anything that lets him get ahead of you. You want to be ahead of him. You want to be drawing faster. You want to be playing faster. Plus, you're actually just trying to hold him off until you can Wrath of God style cards, right?
It's only a matter of time.
See, now the reason I laid this one out instead of the Cub Warden is I'm going to be laying out the Realm Cloak Giant and just wipe out the board. So I'm going to take a very heavy hit this turn, which sucks, but it can't be helped. It gives him a chance to think he's getting ahead. Remember, I'm going to be getting those 2 life little bits from my cards, right? So there you go, wipe the board. There's a big fist. I'll say thanks. Now he's got some decent stuff here still. Now I've just started adding this Baron guy in, the blue guy there. That's 2 casting cost. Sorry, 2 blue, 1 other. Because you can unsummon your stuff you want to unsummon to save your planeswalkers and stuff, or you can unsummon creatures or planeswalkers that they have. So he's very fun.
Right on schedule. Here we go.
Here we go. So he says, here we go. Yeah, you got a big flying guy who can make little 2/2 happy boys. Well, that's not very nice, is it? When you see it like that, you're like, hey, man. Look at me thinking. Whenever I have Teferi now, I have to think. But I can't let that thing live, so I say bye-bye.
Here goes nothing.
I'll protect you, see? So you start getting them up right away. Like I said before, most guys give up when you get to that. If you have any creature advantage over them and you get to those 2 turns, most people just give up. That is a lot of Archie. So he's got his little bird boy, but you can see now again, look at the card drawing, guys. He's got 2 cards, I got 4 or 5. The card draw for Teferi alone is undeniable to search out cards you want. But that's why I keep some midnight clocks usually,
Don't worry,
so I can recycle later.
got this.
I don't want to be a pacifist. I want to be happy. So although all these matches don't show, guys, Teferi at his best, it shows how he can be used. So I don't always focus when I'm showing you guys videos. I'm not always focusing if I got the win or the loss, or how it played out and how strong the card was in that particular match. It's the potential of what cards can go with him to make him that much stronger. You can see this is a nice little control. Now the reason I did this is I know he can't attack, but I want the card draw, and I get weenie monsters with lifelink to bring my life back up. Now when you bring out Teferi there, you gotta remember you can unsummon your own Cub Warden.
You'll thank me later.
I unsummon my own creature. When I do that, guys, I am saving myself because I get both creatures back.
I've done the hero thing before.
You can see Teferi's still climbing. Go again. Now I don't seem to need the Shadow of the Skies. His deck now is petered out. I can always recycle later, but it's petered out. He can't do a lot to me at the moment. I don't know what I was thinking here. Maybe I had to leave the room when I was playing the match to help my son out. Not sure. Boom goes the land. Let's mutate on top of another life leaking little guy. Now at this point, unless he's got his own Shadow of the Sky, he should be very worried.
That's more like it.
Again, you know, Teferi's going up to the next level. So run this last little bit. He goes ahead. He's going to pacifism. I'll take my 2 extra turns. You can see it shows up as 3 because my original turn plus 2 more.
Here's a constructive use of time.
Now watch how this plays out with those 2 extra turns, guys. This is where you gotta pay attention. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's not gonna let me. There's how it goes, guys. Thanks a lot for watching MTG Mox, man. Leave your comments below.